and it just softens him. He just goes like,
he's a little music boy, isn't he?
oh God, isn't he just? Sorry.
Right, Rusty McPhee, are you ready? Last week she was all glasses in the middle. She was all like, "Yeah, continue."
Why is that happening?
What's happening for you?
Right, because I'm just right. The whole volume went down and it was just going. Shh.
Yeah. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Hi guys, welcome to Zesty Chats with your bestie. So you've got me, Nehanda Ferguson, and I'm going to do 4 names because you've got my bestie, Sian, and I just can't help that. I love how much that just rolls off the tongue, you know what I mean? Welcome to Zesty Chats with your bestie. It's a very non-structured, I try and stay away from the word podcast. A very non-structured sort of chit chat between me and my best friend, who I think I've got a very good relationship. So we often have interesting conversations.
We do.
So yeah, today's episode this is episode 2. And you know, I'm going to drop this fact. Let me tell you what the episode is about. So the episode today is not too far away from last week's topic, which was sort of the pressure to be social media ready all the time. This episode, we're going to talk about cosmetic surgery and cosmetic enhancements and all of that. But this is a fact I just wanted to drop. So I said episode 2 then. And this is just a bit of inspiration maybe for me, maybe for someone listening. But a fact I heard, it might not be super the most truest fact ever, but I heard it made me feel good. A fact I heard was that most podcasts fail within the first 10 episodes. So if you're trying to do a podcast and you make more than 10 episodes, you're already in the top 2 percentile of, I don't know if percentile was the right word then, but it felt clever. Top 2% of podcasts. So my aim with this podcast is, at the bare minimum, just to chat with my best friend once a week, 10 times in a row, with a somewhat interesting topic. So today's topic is, I've talked for so long, you're going to have to jump straight in when I say this topic.
Okay, go on then.
Are you ready? All right, okay, so today's topic is cosmetic surgery.
Oof.
Start just by giving me your opinion, and I feel like I'm just going to...
My opinion is...
Try not to filter it too much. I know we've said that, but like...
I think the thing with a lot of cosmetic surgery, it's trending. Do you know what I mean? So at one point, people are going to go, oh, we don't like that anymore, so we're going to change it. And I think that's just too much when it comes to, like, messing with yourself. Like, and I'm not saying I have anything against it. Just my personal preferences. I don't want to, like, get something done and then go, oh, no, let's take that out and then get that redone. And do you know what I mean? Like, it's just...
So you don't have anything against it. Would you be happy if your daughter grew up and wanted to alter her body? Because I think this is just me, right? And I know you quite well. I think you are programmed to say, I don't have anything against it. Like, when, like, I think for me, it's different talking about a topic like on a personal level, because you're going to be talking about a topic that, there's probably people in here that have had work done. And I say work done, even that phrase makes me uncomfortable, like work done. Anyway, the people that have had cosmetic surgery, and you know people personally that have had, like, do you know what I mean, that have got surgically altered bodies and faces. So I think for you, you're programmed to kind of soften what, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If someone asked me your opinion on social media on cosmetic surgery, I'd say yes, Sean's against cosmetic surgery.
I'm against it for me.
So if you were an influencer, would you want to influence people either way, or you just don't care? You don't care, do what you want?
No, I just think, do you know, I think cosmetic surgery makes everybody look the same. And at what point, like, at what point do we all want to look the same? We're not, like, we've all got things that we dislike about ourselves, but to all then just look the same, is a bit like it's a bit boring. Do you know what I mean?
For me, right? On a personal level, like I have nothing against anybody that has chosen to get cosmetic surgery, and I've thought in detail about why people would, why I would want to, all the rest of it, right? But like I am against cosmetic surgery, right? And then like it's a case of like, where do you draw the line? Because remember we were talking yesterday, and as far as I know, cosmetic surgery was invented to recreate soldiers that had been like very much damaged by war in like World War II or One. So surgeons learnt to kind of reconstruct faces using other body parts and whatever else. Like, so it was obviously like created. I think like most things we do as humans, we create with good intentions, and then like it goes off on its own thing. So for me, I'm against plastic surgery, but then how far do you take that? Because a conversation that I know we've had before is about breast reduction, which like that can be really like not more than inconvenient, like it can be life like not, I don't know, debilitating. It's not a problem I'm having to battle with, but I've heard that it can be quite debilitating of do you know what I mean? Like you got back pain, all the rest of it. So if someone wanted to go and get breast reduction, are we calling that cosmetic surgery, or is that, do you know what I mean?
What isn't the two categories?
I think I know what you mean, but I think breast reduction comes under
surgery, two different things.
Is what?
Plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery. I'm sure there's like two.
I don't think so. I think plastic surgery is just like a slang way of saying cosmetic surgery.
What's the other?
I'd rather call it surgical alterations. Like I'd actually rather call it. You know how we like sometimes use words that like sugarcoat things.
Yeah.
If you call it cosmetic surgery, that sounds quite like
your makeup and you put in your cosmetics on.
Yeah, your little cosmetics.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound that drastic. Whereas this is something I always go to, and it's probably very extreme, but I did actually make it 18 plus this week. Sort of any praise for that, you're welcome. You can throw my way, it's fine. I did make it 18 plus. Wow. But something I always go to in my head is Kanye West's mum literally died on the table, and whether like you want to go into the conspiracies on that or whatever, but factually someone who had ridiculous amounts of money and probably one of the best surgeons available died having something that I think was quite a standard procedure. So all of these cosmetic surgeries, which I'm going to call surgical alterations, go on.
For me, I always like kind of look beyond. Let's like I'm not looking for the now. I'm looking like be like, oh well, in 10 years' time. What really puts me off is seeing like celebrities and how wrong it's gone. Do you know what I mean? Like your whole face is.
Makes me so sad that's when you weigh it must be more important to people, because people know that, right? So they know I could possibly die, it could possibly go very, very wrong, right? That's two definites, right? Yeah. And on the other side, I might be more attractive. And yes, people will say it's for me, it's da-da-da-da. And that's where I start to get like the grey area comes in, because if something's really knocking someone's confidence, like a lot of people will say their life hasn't been improved by cosmetic. Like, so let's not take it to the extreme. So what I've seen, that I'm pretty sure this was before AI, and you might have seen it probably, was I think it was Korean beauty pageant, and there was like 10 different like semi-finalists or whatever, and they all looked exactly the same because they all had the same surgeon. Like they all looked exactly the same. So you've got that on one end of the scale, right? And then on the other end of the scale, say you've got ears getting pinned back. Now that is a very small procedure that like we're probably quite used to. I think people having their ears pinned back is quite normal, isn't it? Like as a kid would do that. That will improve their quality of life. But like somewhere in my brain says, but we should teach them to take the insults on the chin and learn to deal with that, because it will make them a stronger person, rather than like, why it looks so important that people would risk their life, that people, which, you know, it's...
Yeah.
For me, the closest I came to having plastic surgery, and I'm calling it plastic surgery because it was a boob job, so which for me, that is like literal plastic alteration. That is like, that's that was the closest I came. So this is a padded bra.
You look so terrible with fake boobs.
Me and Dan, me and one of my exes had a full-blown argument on holiday because I think he was trying to compliment me and put me off the idea of breast implants, but he looked at a woman on the beach that had obvious breast implants and said, "You look so ugly with breast implants." And honestly, the word ugly just like chop me line. The word ugly literally slapped me in the face. We argued for so long. We argued for a whole 7 hours about why it wasn't the sentiment of what you said, it was the word. It was ugly. Yeah. No, so a boob job was the closest I've come to plastic surgery, and definitely what stopped me was the fact that I could die, and I thought, come on. Another thing that stopped me was, this is something that I'm very glad that I didn't do it. I would never know that the man I was with me because he's with me. Do you know what I mean?
For you or the boobs?
Yeah. Or I'd probably judge him a little bit for being attracted to someone.
Me or the boobs?
Yeah. So that's My opinion is that it would have made me feel a lot better, and it really would have. I was really insecure about my boobs.
Yeah.
But now I'm not. I would never have sat here 7 years ago, 10 years ago, and talked about the fact that I want a boob job and I'm insecure about my boobs. I'm not anymore. But it's something that you can grow through, and I think these things make you stronger. So even say someone's got a humongous nose, humongous, and surgery is really going to make their life better, I still think rock it, man.
Yeah.
Meet someone that loves you for you and learn to be a more dynamic person. Or I guess so. If someone's constantly mentioning your nose, you're going to come up with hilarious comebacks that probably make them feel a bit stupid. Well, I would.
Yeah.
Personally.
You would. Yeah, no, I think it's too samey, and I think it comes down to, we'll change it again, and then by that point, isn't there too much? And I know this dissolving thing's a thing now, but I think, gosh, this is a lot of toxins going through your body.
That's what I'm saying. That people genuinely, we've built society to a point where looks are the most. It's the worst thing in your life for.
Do you know how many? I didn't actually realise how many people. Right, it's not even funny. It's just the thought of it. I just think, how many people go to people that are not registered nurses or. Do you know what I mean?
License for that, and there's not even an age on it in the UK. I don't think. I think you can.
People die.
You need a license to cut somebody's blood clot fringe. Do you know what I mean? If someone cuts hair without a license, you're in trouble. That's or not a license, a certificate or a training, whatever.
But again, I think that also comes down to your own stupidity. Surely, if you
is the stupidity at 16 when all the boys watch porn and all the porn, the girls have got lips like this, and all the desirable women in the media, the lips are like that. Is it stupidity at 16?
For me, I think because I'm not 16, I'm thinking about not 16-year-old. Do you know what I mean? But when you say it like that,
there is an age. There is no age. I'm pretty sure there's no age limit on it.
There's got to be.
No, I'm pretty sure there's no age limit on cosmetics unless they've changed that recently.
Oh, we need to.
Do you know what we need? We need a third person as a researcher.
Yeah, Googler.
Sorry, you got a sec? If you've got a sec, this would be so cool. We'd be so technical. If you've got a sec or another device or something, can you Google? Or somebody, can somebody Google? What can we supposed to be Googling? Can somebody Google? Oh yeah, is there a legal age on whether you on injections and that sort of cosmetic?
I'm sure, it's got to be 18. It's got to be. There's no way.
I know. I've read. Do you know when I was deep within the feminism stuff? Obviously, I'm always feminist. But I remember reading an article about there not being it's 18. Was it always 18, Zoe? So is apparently 18. Is that recent, or can someone check when that was put in? Oh, it's always 18. Oh, I'm making it up then. I'm just talking absolute nonsense. So how are 16-year-olds out there getting filler? Because I know they are. And is that what you're talking about then, unlicensed?
Yeah, the fact that people just are finding people, not doing any kind of research, and these people that aren't licensed are just injecting, fake filler and shit into people. Like,
I can't say I'm not tempted.
Crazy.
Not tempted. I can't say I haven't thought about it. That's the thing. So that when you're saying it's stupid people, like, I'm so anti it, and I've still considered it.
The stupid part, I mean, it's not about considering it. It's about not researching the person that would be doing that. Like, you've got to remember, I come from, like, medical background. So, like, in my head, you would be stupid not to research the person that's doing it. Are they a registered nurse? What is it that's actually going into you? And, like, obviously, I know a lot more now because I'm older, and I've got people that are aesthetic practitioners, as do you know what I mean? People that I know. So I know that you have to basically go to a prescriber clinic. So you have to actually go and see the prescriber prior to anything happening. Like, you have to go for the consultation, the prescriber has to see you, blah 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 blah. Then it then gets prescribed to you, and then that person can then inject it in. Do you know what I mean? But like, to just even like, I don't know, like to be turning up to someone's house and just that, like,
I feel like that's always been the case with things like piercings and, like, do you know what I mean? There's always like a back alley something.
Yeah, but piercing's one thing. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying when it comes to like
bodies. Like, you know me, I get scared. Like, I get scared. Like, I'm like, death could happen. Like,
do you know how much roughly it is to get your lips done?
You what?
You know how much roughly it is to get your lips done?
What do you mean? How much money?
Cost, yeah.
Like 150 maybe. I'm not sure though. Like, I'm not 100%. But what I was going to say then is, I'm noticing a lot of people, and you know me, I watch like a lot of the housewives and stuff. So a lot of those people have had work done, especially like the older women as well. But they've got like a droop. They've got a droop lip.
Like a little dot there and there.
No, it's just the one side is drooped. Like, and I'm seeing it more and more often, and I'm just like,
you know what? Even those, you know how you were talking about the sameness of it. Even the, like the errors. They're like
the same.
Like it's. I try not to use social media that much, but when you sit and scroll on TikTok, I get this really weird sensation of like, I get really bored of seeing pretty faces. And then when I come off TikTok, I realise it's not pretty faces I'm bored of. It's cosmetically like altered like faces that have been tweaked, and like non-human faces. Like, I'm bored of seeing faces that aren't human. For me, there's so much more beauty in imperfections. It's so cliche.
It does get to a point where it just starts to get like alien, like Katie Price. I mean, why? What? Since when?
When do you stop? Once you've started, when do you stop?
Since when have eyebrows gone straight back like that? Like,
have you seen? Oh, I don't even know if this is cosmetic surgery, and I don't want this to turn into just a big, you know what I mean, gossip and hula-thon. But have you seen Kelly Osbourne
recently?
Yeah.
Maz has just put 100 up to 500 depending on the mil for the lips.
But minimum is £100. That is so little to.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that is such a cheap amount to go and alter your face. I know, like, people think it's not permanent, and it's not. But once you start,
yeah.
Why would you stop? If, like, for me, there's so many things I could tweak. Like, if life was Photoshop, there's so many things I could tweak on my body. And life pretty much is now. You can get your legs lengthened. You can get vagina surgery. You can get. There's no surgery. You could probably have your belly button removed.
You can literally get your eye colour changed.
But, like, was Hunger Games just like a look into the future, or was it like meant to be sci-fi? Because
yeah, no, it literally, yeah.
And there's a thing I thought, like, you know, like body modification, like, you know, when people used to get like lumps put in their tattoo. The ones I remember most is men used to have tattoos of women with boobs, and then they'd get like these like weird lumps put underneath the skin so that the boobs.
Yeah, like the modifications.
Yeah.
I used to watch what was the show called? Can't remember, but it's ones where they get like the horns or like the things, and
For me, how is that
The pin
different? Like, we probably look at it really different as a society.
It's not them, is it? It is the same thing. It's you're just altering yourself in the way that you want to see yourself. Like, no matter whether it's someone thinks it's pretty or someone thinks it's weird, they're doing it for the same reasons.
If someone came along now and you had the ultimate power to just remove plastic surgery, it's just not plastic, cosmetic, unnecessary cosmetic surgery. If you could remove it right now, would you do it? Or
Yeah.
would you? So you are against it.
Yeah.
You said I'm not against it, but if you would remove,
No, I'm not against others getting it. I just think.
But on a wider scale, so that's what I mean. So on a personal level, when you talk about topics, for me, I want to change the world always. So if you talk about things on a personal level, you're always going to be attached to people's feelings and people.
Yeah, no, that is true.
So when I'm talking about these topics,
for me, like I think, especially as well, if I wasn't against it, I'd have my lips done, I'd have Botox, I'd have filler, I would have got everything that I would have got this double chin sorted out. I would have probably had my boobs done. I would have had lipo, gastric band, stick one of them in as well.
What's the ultimate thing that has stopped you? What is ultimately, as a woman, in this society where everywhere you look, left, right and centre, there's perfect bodies, faces.
Tell you what stopped me. Pete Burns.
Pete Burns?
Pete Burns.
His lips popped.
Are you joking me, mate? No.
He was a lovely person as well, but
lovely person. No, thank you. With the no, that's scary.
I think I can control it. I wouldn't go that far.
You can't. Right. It's literally you will never stop because once. See, we've already spoke about the errors. Errors occur. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, and your body is different. So it might not go right the first time, so you might have to go and get more, or the trends change. The celebs are not having the bow anymore, they're having the round.
That boggles me.
We've gone from duck to fucking tire. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, we'll dissolve and we'll redo. Like, it's never going to. You can't say that you'll have that control, because if you've done it, like at some point, right? At some point, I think everybody should know natural beauty is going to pop back around, just like fashion does, just like the
sort of beauty you can't pay for.
Seasons,
like,
no, like just
it's all become affordable now, so it needs to now be like, the ultra rich,
not natural beauty. Aging, being okay to age is going to come back around. Oh, wrinkles are back in fashion.
When you say come back around, it's never been okay for women to age. So
no, but I am saying, like, it's going to get to a point where it's like the crow's feet come back in fashion. The
grey hair. I've seen a rise of grey hair on women, and they're just allowing the grey hair to come through.
Grey is the in thing at the moment. Like going grey, like and I'm here for it. Embrace the grey. Like it's cool as far as I'm concerned, but it's something always comes back around. So then, at what point then are you then, and how are you feeling about yourself then? When okay.
And it's really true. Like, we're not just saying it, because think about it, BBLs are not cool anymore, are they? They're not.
So many people, I think, talk about BBLs. Chad was actually talking to me about BBLs the other day, but exactly, like
it goes too far. It's like the trend becomes too watered down. Too many girls are walking around with lips, like, so it's no longer popular. When something becomes too popular, it's no longer popular, which is fine if it's shoes, hair colour, piercings even. To an extent, tattoos, but when you're taking it as far as like, it's just, to me, what matters in life anymore? If you're willing to just risk it all for the way you look, I'm so like,
I know it is scary. It is scary.
Like, say you've had a BBL and now you need to have it removed because it's not the thing anymore. Like, how much of your life is consumed by looks? Like, to take it as far as to go and get surgery, I think you've lost the game of life. Like, and I don't mean that in a judgment. I mean, we as humans, actually, I mean, you personally, we as humans have lost the game of life when X percentage of our life is spent trying to tweak the way we look, when we're going to get to a certain age and it's all downhill from there and then we die.
Yeah.
Would people risk themselves with a life for brains? Like, say you could have a brain, like whatever, and it'd make you much smarter. Would people be as willing to risk themselves for cosmetic brain surgery or whatever. Do you know
Probably,
what I mean?
if it was a trend, yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you'd be having backstreet brain surgeons and there'd be brains spilling out in the back streets. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's just, yeah, I think it is quite risky. And I just think, yeah, like it is just such a shame that people feel that they have to alter themselves. And I think another reason is people do it so young. And I think as you get older and you go through different things.
I'm seeing 25-year-olds get facelifts.
But I'm sorry, the 18-year-olds getting Botox. Like Botox is not for 18-year-olds.
Have you seen skincare for children, like toddler children?
Yeah.
Face masks and stuff. What do you think about that?
Right. For me, I think, and you know how I feel anyway about like products for my kids. Like I'm not here for the toxins. I will scan the wipes in the supermarket. I did it earlier. I will see if it's toxic or it's not. And if it's a little bit more expensive for the non-toxic product, then I will take that, like, if it's for my kids. So, for me, if it was a all-natural little range, and it was just for, it was aimed at a mum and daughter pamper day or something like that.
See, I think it's a scary
The
line.
face mask isn't.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
for toddlers though. It's here. Your skin's not good enough. We need to tweak
No,
this.
I don't think it's about your skin's not good enough. I think skincare is actually, and this is what most people don't realise, if you are good at skincare, you will have nice skin unless you've got...
Skincare at 4, skincare at 3, which is what they're aiming these face masks at, beautiful skin for 4-year-olds. Like, who's got more beautiful skin than a 4-year-old? So if we're then marketing like a whole new... do you know what I mean? Because it used to be like for women, then it became for teens, then it became for pre-tweet,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, and it just gets younger and younger.
Yeah, but see, I don't think skincare is like a bad thing. So like, I don't think, even if like Shana does skincare with me.
I know, and it's so cute. That's what you know me. I'm always in like I'm always looking at devil's advocate or whatever. Like, it doesn't seem to be an unhealthy thing.
Like, I'm not saying things like we're putting this on to be beautiful. Like, I'm saying like we're looking after, like, Mum, why are you putting that on? Because it's good to hydrate.
So these face masks are marketed like it's marketed at toddlers, and it's beauty for toddlers. You see what I mean? It's like everything's a slippery slope. We take everything somewhere negative. Like, it was meant to be for something positive, and we've taken it so far as a society. And then even like skincare is supposed to be something positive. And I just think as soon as you start selling things like that directly marketed at children, what's next? Like a little bit of blush, a little bit of...
But I think, again, that's difficult because Shanae sees me put makeup on.
That's been for the dawn of century though, and but the makeup's not advertised at little children, and I don't think we're far away from that.
No, it's not, because the thing is, loads of kids wear makeup, especially if they're doing like dance shows, or do you know what I mean? So I think makeup and that's the difference. Makeup you can take off, like it is about what you teach a child. Like,
but think about the little girls in the dance shows. Think like the beauty pageants in America. Should a 6-year-old look like that? Because I don't think they do. Should. I don't actually think a 6-year-old should be wearing makeup to that extent, so that they look so womanly. Like, because that's how they end up looking. It's not like face paint. It's not like having rainbows and...
You know, that's why I don't like school uniforms, is because you look like an adult when you shouldn't. So yeah, I do agree with that. I think it is...
You are?
I don't like school uniforms. I just think they make children look like little adults, and I don't think it's right.
Businessmen.
I think it's weird, and it's got worse with like little primary school kids, like little reception year ones, are wearing like shirts and ties. Are you mad? Are you mad? Everybody knows that's uncomfortable, especially for a child. Why are we doing that? Like, why is just like
Me and you have the same opinion that the whole school system is just...
Why is a polo shirt not good enough either? Like, anymore?
To like have kids be little mini business people, not even business people.
I just think we do, like, well, not we, but you know, the world does push like this adult behavior from children. Like for me, no, live as a child, wear joggers and t-shirts for the remainder if you want, for the foreseeable.
Do you think this happens when all adults go to adults? They're like, oh, the kids are getting where, they don't have any childhood today, or it really is bad now. Like, because I think it's bad. Like, at least at 12 when we were putting on makeup, it looked like a bag of shit.
Oh yeah,
blue eyeshadow on.
No, see, I was so against that. All the girls, right? I remember being teenagers that all wear like this glitter, the blues, the greens. No, I'm never coming in. I'm never coming in for it. Absolutely.
Hang about, because I feel like you're up there on a high horse, and I've seen some foundation lip situations from yourself.
The foundation lip, I used to have like the real orange, like, and it wasn't even like. It was a line. It was a line.
Yeah.
Just complete orange. The no eyebrows was a thing.
This is one thing. So you know how you never green eyeshadow and all that. I always eyebrows, like, even when eyebrows were not the thing. And my mum always used to be like, you look like you've got 2 slugs on your head. You need the face to begin. You need some warning that features are going to start. If your eyebrows are not prominent, it's just all of a sudden like, oh my God, forehead eyes. There's no.
I know. Eyebrows really switch up the game.
Yeah, so I have always eyebrows. But yeah, we made mistakes with makeup and we look like
I think that's okay. Like, I'm sorry. But again, right, this is what you've got to remember. People in the younger generation have literally got tutorials handed to them. Like, my mum is not a heavy makeup wearer. So it looks like your mum, not a heavy makeup wearer. So you've had to, like, go about your life and probably watch people, or like when you go in the makeup shops in Salvage,
I did see my dad put eyeliner on once and look at himself in the mirror and say, "You handsome fucking devil," and walk away. So I did see that one time. Yeah, my dad is.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, everyone's got a tutorial, and that tutorial is coming from a fantastic makeup artist. So,
like, how much percentage of our life is spent on looks, especially like obviously women? It's mind blowing to me, and it's like boring almost, and now it's on looks, but it's so that we look the same. Like, that's what young girls I see spend their time trying to look the same, not trying to enhance your features, which is what I like to use makeup for, I think, but just trying to generify your face. Like, you see so many beautiful girls, but you probably couldn't actually tell them apart. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It is very samey.
It's trends though. Nothing's like, I don't think we've ever lived in a time when it's so trendy to be on a trend. Like, when was it ever cool to be following what everyone else is doing?
Literally. Everyone really is on like the trend train.
Yeah.
It's a trend they're in. I think that's where I get a bit stuck with social media, because like, that's how a lot of people would say, like, the best way to grow your following is to use the trending sounds and do the trends and no, but that is what most people would say. It is. If you said the
difference between the trending's trending, and I get it, and I don't like to bend morals, and you think, oh, why are morals involved in trending? Because I think it's fucking like making society. It's just diluting us. Like, it used to be. So. It used to be, if someone said something funny to you, you'd go away and you'd like reword it, or you'd say, oh, my friend said the other day, blah, 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 right? So you can still pass on the funny thing, but you weren't passing it off as like yours. And if it was yours, you've reworded it a bit, or do you know what I mean? Or sometimes people would just steal things, but that to me is what people are doing now, is with a trend. It's just someone else thought of that funny thing, and you're not embarrassed that you didn't think of that and you're posting it.
I don't think people are, because that's the point.
Here's my version of this thing, but they're not even versions. The one I do like, which it is a trend, but you know, where people sing in the bathroom and they're like, shit, it just is true, I'm not good at what I say. He tried to find our hidden talent. Have you not seen it?
Probably.
They're like 2 brothers or boyfriend and girlfriend, they'll stand in the bathroom, put Sam Smith on and like try and...
Yeah, right, I have.
Yeah. So that, you can't replicate exactly the same way. You're going to laugh at each other different. You're going to sing different. That, I'm okay with as a trend. It's funny.
Like, like the ones where you have to make the face and they make the sound.
I don't think I've seen that.
So say if I was like, so I would do the face and you would make the sound that you think.
It's always that's going to be different. Those ones.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I like those kind of trends.
Or the one, remember that one where people were running and it was suspects on the because it's going to be different every time you watch it. Whereas now it's like the one that triggered me to think this was the one that was, I've just spent however long responding to all my messages. Now he is ignoring it for the next week or something like that. Like, and they throw the phone. Something like that, and it's the same words, and just literally a different person doing the exact same thing and the exact same thing. And I just think,
no, if there's no authenticity along with the trend, then I'm not here.
Likes are not that. They're just. It's not even. They're not that important. Why would I want likes on someone else's?
Do you know what that's kind of like? Going on holiday and just like taking pictures of the views. Do you know what I mean? Like, unless you're in the view, what's different about another person that's took that same picture?
Same picture of the same, but yeah, exactly.
And that's, you know where I learnt that? We were in New York and we were on the bus tour, and the man was like, get in the photos, don't take, like, and he was just, but I can't do the accent. I'm overthinking it, it's not going to come out right.
I was going to say, you'd have done that accent if you weren't on the view.
Like, to be honest, I think he was on like a hangover. He was hilarious. He was really funny. He was actually like the guy that would just come to work drunk. He was that type of guy. Like, he was a real cool vibe. But I remember him saying like, what is the point in a photo that everyone else has took that, because it's a bus tour, you're in New York, you really are sightseeing. Like, unless you're in the photo, there's nothing different.
Unless you're, it's like, for me, if you're going to do a cover, busking's different because I go out and sing. I mean, it's like background music or whatever. You just cover songs. But if you're going to release a cover, why would you release the exact same version of a cover? Wouldn't you change that up? What's the point? Like, if it was a hit before, it's going to be a hit again. Firstly, secondly, wouldn't you want to put your own stamp on it? And that's how I feel about society. Like, all round, it's like we're all trying to get into this one big. We're all just the same. Yeah. Like, we all post the same things. We all, even like on that blackout day. Do you remember when everyone posted a blackout?
Yeah.
I thought, this feels weird. Don't like it. I don't like it when everyone's on the same shit. I think.
Yeah, it's a bit like suspect.
Even down to like Harry Potter. Fucking hated Harry Potter. Hated it. Everyone loves it. I hate it. It's nothing to do with me. Don't want anything to do with it. Until my mum force read it to me, and I fell head over heels in love. As you know, 50% of my life revolves around Harry Potter. But I'm just anti anything that's super popular. And I thought that used to be what we all aspired to be, like a bit different, a bit individual, or not. Is that not true?
But I think that's the way, like, the society's kind of changed, isn't it? It's like it's not cool to be an individual.
Is it the more connected we become, the more, like, it's, like, say, for instance, this sounds mad, but if you lived in Somerset and if you lived in, I don't know, London, I don't even know if those two places are far from each other. But before, if you lived in those two places, you wouldn't know in Somerset how someone dresses in London unless you went to London to see that. So you wouldn't be like emulating people that dress in London. So Somerset and London would be separate places and feel separate and da-da-da. Whereas now I can look at the way someone dresses in New York, even hand gestures. This is something I've noticed. A lot of people are speaking with these same hand gestures. We're all doing the same thing. So, and is it the more connected we become? Like, the more connected we become?
Because, do you know why? Because no one realistically is no one's going out there anymore, are they? Everyone's just behind the screen. So it's like you're not, because that does happen in life. Like, say, like the Irish thing, the Irish accent.
The Irish.
Do Irish.
What's that got to do with the price of cheese? Why have you got the Irish accent into it?
You copy each other because that's the thing to do, like in your little friendship group.
And your little bubble.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened.
Let me just tell everyone, we do this Irish accent, and it originated between me and Sean. I think Sean started it first.
What happened was, I'm going to tell you, because it came from the video. Does a bat, Derry? Does it a bat? Derry, does a bat? And basically where I used to work, it became a thing at work, and it used to irritate people, and I'm here for it. Stop doing that. What do you mean,
What's the
Jess?
problem with your accent?
What
And
you
that's
gonna
the thing we
do?
noticed also is that when we do the accent, people either go one or two ways. They either are in and they're doing the accent, even if they're shit at it, because we're not great at it, or they're really anti it and they're like, you stop doing the Irish accent, stop it, until one day they give it a go and they're like, all right.
Yeah, or they just accept it because we're not giving it up. Like, it's been going for too long.
Not even on purpose, is it?
No.
I think it's when we start looking for something, usually it's, where's my keys or something, do you know what I mean? Like that triggers it.
Comes out. It does. But see, like, it does happen, but it's on a much larger scale now.
But that's horrible. I don't like that. Like, I like to be influenced by my little friends and by my little friend circle and whatever. Like, it's scary to me. And I do think part of it as well is, I think we talked about this before, the fear of going viral. So if everyone's wearing white t-shirts, jeans and Adidas Sambas, right, and that's what everyone's wearing, and you suddenly turn up in a sea of those people wearing this, likelihood is you're going to stand out, someone's going to record. So the idea of standing out now to people is actually quite scary, even though it was something I think we used to aspire to. I don't know if I'm just making it up and I'm just an individual person. I don't think there's any such thing as a total individual. We're all emulating someone. But I think as a society, we used to be more like we used to put more good positivity on standing out. It used to be a good thing to stand out.
Yeah.
Whereas, trends, I think, are like the death of individuality. Oh gosh, we've become all intellectual.
Yeah. Who are we? Yeah, no. It is a weird one. It's a weird one. It is.
I think the more you scroll, though, the easier it is to get sucked into it and feel like it's normal. And you're so right. I've never thought about it in the friendship way. People don't have friendship circles in the same way, I don't think. So, like, even the way people dress, we want to be influenced by other people because we don't.
That's what I'm saying, because I thought back to it at school, and I thought, because people were still I remember, like, little groups of friends, like a couple of friends would literally do that, like jeans, white vest top, middle part in, they both have blonde hair, whatever. Like, people did used to do it, but now, because it's on such a wide scale that we can see, we've got access to.
Yeah, someone with 5 million followers is influencing 5 million people.
Yeah.
So that's just a hell of a lot more than used to be. And obviously we always had celebrities, but we never had like access to them in the same way. I don't think you'd see actors in films for like 2 hours or whatever, but you wouldn't know their personality so much to be able to copy it. Or whereas these influencers, like, that is their aim in life.
Yeah.
Influence, like.
Yeah. It is. I know, it's wild.
I don't like being influenced. I specifically hate it.
I know, but it happens.
It does. Everything you are is an influencer. No one is. If you were just brought up in a blank room, you wouldn't be able to speak. You wouldn't have any mannerisms. Yeah. So everything you are is influence. But if we're all being fed the same stuff, how are we going to keep creating art? And some of the outfits I've worn are mad. Like, some of the ways I've cut my clothes up and worn them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even still, if I was to try and influence people to be more individual, you're just still influencing people to they'll probably just start copying what you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How
do we move away from it? Let's just, so cosmetic surgery wise, let's go back to that. How would you influence people as a society to move away from it and start looking at it like, actually, it's healthier, it builds you more?
Yeah. Use
the way you look
if you want to, like. And I think, but then I suppose people don't want to put the effort in. I don't know. I think, you know what, just look deeper than what's on your face. Use the fucking AI to age yourself and realize that shit's gonna change anyway. Do you know what I mean? And one of those things, like, you know, where, like, sometimes you can, and I'm just going to compare it to men, but like those men that get better with age.
Yeah.
It can't happen when you've already tried to get better with age. Do you know what I mean? So what if you were to turn into like the one that looked better with age?
Yeah, and
But
you
you
never
don't actually
would.
get to see that. Like,
Very good point. I don't know how to word it. It's not cliche, but there's so much beauty in individuality. Like for me, my type in men, factually, love a big nose, don't I?
see, sorry
You
to
love
cut
me
you
a
off
big
there.
nose. Go on.
You do love, oh gosh, girl, you love a big nose. The other one is the teeth.
Teeth. I love imperfect
We'll
teeth.
not even talk about teeth.
I
But
love
they
imperfect
are
teeth.
character, aren't they? They
Make such, you know that girl I was telling you about that I really like, the one that I don't follow because I don't like following people. Yeah. Oh, what's her name? Brittany Miller? Am I making? No, that's the cancer liar. No, it ain't her. No, it's not her. She's American.
No,
She's
yeah, she's got the
cool
blonde.
and blasé and nonchalant, but she's got like these like fang teeth on. She's so beautiful. There's some. She's like kind of typically pretty anyway, but these fang teeth, I'm just like, oh, you're so beautiful in a different way. You don't look like anyone that I've seen before.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Oh yeah, we were talking about teeth. And again, I think that's where it comes to with teeth. Like, I've seen people, and to be fair, like they look nice, like it looks natural, but then you see the people where it doesn't look natural, and that's because those teeth, that shape teeth, wasn't made for you. Like,
But then we're back there. Where do you draw the line? If someone's teeth are fucked the fuck up,
do you know
right?
what? But this
Surely,
again,
go
this
get
is
teeth
another
done.
thing because I'm like now at a point where I've really noticed a change in my teeth, and because like obviously I'm like more on social media and I'm doing things blah 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not liking that. I've always had really lovely teeth, like really white, with just really lovely teeth. They've got character, got they stick out a bit there.
Yeah,
This one goes back. Like,
oh, you've got a lovely smile.
do you know
When you phone me on my iPhone, your WhatsApp picture comes up, and every time I think he's so beautiful, and it's just such a teethy smile you're giving. It's so you say every day, and it's just so close. And you've got the pink hair, and you just look really beautiful in that picture. Anyway,
but yeah, like it's making me more like, well, conscious obviously of like things like Coke, Red Bull, smoking. But it's like at some point I'm gonna want to do something about that, and I'm not saying I want to go and do it. I still want my teeth. Like I need to be like the staining but having kids, man. People do not talk about
because you're not altering it. You're like taking it, but then you're taking it back to what it was. Someone could say that about a facelift. You're just taking it back to what it was. Like, it's, so even down to makeup, right? Again, I'm sitting here with more makeup on than I would normally wear because last time I edited this, I thought, oh, I like the red lipstick look. That gives me like feel like I'm professional in my red lipstick. So, like, I could sit here with no makeup on, but I wouldn't have gone into character probably in the same way. And obviously, like, turning up for a job interview, makeup makes a difference. Like, you can't deny the fact that wouldn't it be great to live in a world where looks didn't matter? But I'm sat here with makeup on. Here's another thing. I almost got pulled on the way over. You know my oh, hang on, let me do this
light
jigsaw thing. Yeah, you know my light. Unable to verify. 1 second. Does my live pause when this comes up, or can you see me?
No, I can see you.
Oh, you can see my concentrated, stupid face. Anyway, yes, I was on the way over. It was at some lights as well, so I'm ready to pull off, and the police are coming this way. And obviously, I've got this light out there. I did go and get fixed, but then it broke again. It's not till like before I get in the car that I'm like, the light. Tomorrow morning, I'm going first thing. Anyway, he pretty much stopped his car next to my drive. Do you know what I mean? And he looked at my face, and I'm pretty sure if I was, normal Nehanda that would usually be in the car at 9 o'clock looking the way I normally look, I think I would have got pulled. I do think I would have got pulled, like if my hair was all scruffy and whatever else. But I think he looked at me and thought, she looks quite well to do. She's probably on the way to a 9 o'clock appointment to get it fixed. Good day, lady. So, like, looks do matter, and you can't erase that from society. Know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, just FYI, you're not going to get pulled for having one headlight out. If you had both out, then they'd pull you, but you're not going to get pulled for having one headlight.
He was having a good look, Sean.
No, you're not. It's not.
Of course you can. If I was a police officer, I'd be pulling left, right and centre for one headlight's out. You look like a motorbike. If that headlight goes, you're down to none. Get in the back of the car. Get in.
You'd be terrible. But let me go back to this because it's weird that we've had this conversation about saying like how you like the makeup thing in an interview would make a difference and blah blah blah. I watched someone's story today and it was today or yesterday. She was going to it was like basically she's got a coffee shop and she's going to like she wants to expand and she's going to not the wholesalers, it's whatever. She was going to like a little business.
Hang on. Oh, what's it called? Oh, don't.
Come on, what's it called?
She's going to the now I've got outlet. Never mind. Go on.
I feel like it's going with a D, but it doesn't.
Depot. No.
No, the
Into the
not like the caterers, but not the caterers.
Yeah, no, like the mass wholesalers, but it's not wholesalers. Yeah.
Anyway, she was going there and she was like, usually I would have a full face of makeup on, and she was like, but you know what? I'm sorry. Why should having makeup on make a difference to like what the deal is? Do you know what I mean? And I just thought, do you know what? Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely good for you. Walk in there with makeup face and feel good about it. And that do you know what I mean?
It does make a difference. The thing is, you can't deny it does make a difference. Like, I'm so idealistic. I'd love to be like, oh yeah, natural beauty, lovely, the way forward. It makes a difference to the way you feel, to the way you're received by the world.
Yeah, no, it does. But I think it's just important that people can just decide actually today, no.
I have done it. I've gone and bossed with no makeup on, like once or twice, but it feels like a task. It feels like I'm having to like
think about not putting makeup on.
Yeah, gear up and like be like, you can do this, Nehanda. And I'm already having to do this when I'm going to boss. Like I thought about it with the podcast, and obviously I put stories on and put posts on with no makeup on, but for me, because I put the word podcast on it, and I'm the one that's going to edit it, it feels really permanent. And then I was like, well, no, what's wrong with putting your best face forward and being professional and having work mode? And it's this big endless cycle of like, I don't want to spend this much time on the way I look, but it makes a difference, and I can't like unlearn all the things.
It does make a difference in how you feel. And like from last week, I was like, right, next week, no, I'm having my hair dyed, I'm having my makeup done, and look at me. Does my hair look dyed?
You're the example.
Does my makeup look done? And do you think I give a shit? No, because
where we give a shit. Say perfect world where like this podcast is like by the 10th episode we're like, wow, this is the podcast.
I did think this earlier. I did think
because these episodes will always be they're permanent, they're forever. Like
if you look back on this, are you going to think? And I'm going to think, do you know what? No, I was at a time in my life where I've got 2 young children. I've got paint on my top. I'm trying to decorate. My hair's in a bun, which I did.
Did you leave it from earlier? Look, can we get a front and side? I phoned Sian earlier, and she had this little surprise. See that little surprise on her bun, just waiting for me. And I said, "Pal, I don't ask much of you. I don't put many rules on this podcast. It's a free for all. I beg you, leave your hair like that for the podcast. Can I get another side on? Because I love it. It looks other way as well, please. Oh, I just love it. It's like a little.
This is what I mean. I did think about it, and I just thought, no, like, do you know why? Because you can be that person.
I tried to rest my arm there, and it just looks so awkward. So what are you saying?
You can be. I can look like this, right? And I think this is why, because I know I can look like this today, and I can look like a different bad bitch tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I don't like. Yeah, okay, it's permanent, it's out there, but I do look like this, so it's not like I'm. Do you know what I mean? That this is who I am.
You know me, devil's advocate. What if the love of your life was watching, and would you still be cool with? That was so gentle. That was the most gentle. Like
that's who I am. Like that's who I am. Like you are not going to have me full face of makeup 24 hours, babes. You're gonna get that 5%. Okay, you're not gonna have that. That's not me. I am not the girlie that wakes up and head in the makeup bag. It's not me. I don't even necessarily enjoy makeup in the way that other people do.
You're not?
Not particularly, no.
You mostly, literally, what percentage of, say it was like,
do you know why I don't?
What percentage is because you enjoy putting it on, and what percentage is because you look better with it on?
No, it depends. Like, it all depends, right? Obviously, I used to enjoy makeup way more when I didn't have kids, but that's because you've got you know how much, if I'm around yours and we're going out, I love sitting there and I'll be like, oh, can I have a fucking eyeshadow palette, please? I feel like trying something, and I'll try it. Like, and usually it goes right because I'm just doing it. I'm going with the flow. I feel like when I feel like, you know, even like sometimes where you've got to be somewhere and you think, but I've got to put makeup on because, do you know what I mean? It's just an event, like somebody's birthday or whatever. But I just think, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So then I'm getting like, oh, my eyebrows are like, no, they're definitely like not twins, they're sisters. One's up here, one's that. Like, so I think it depends.
I've never not enjoyed putting makeup on, even if I've only got 2 seconds. I just love the process. No. I love it.
No.
I love it. I love like just like this, like filling in the eyeshadow and smoothing things over, and not in a like, oh, make me look beautiful kind of way. Like I just love. Like today, my flicks just went so.
Oh, that's lovely. I do.
I just wanted to keep looking at them because they were just
you know, the thing I love.
It's like painting. I love painting.
I love that. Like, you know, when people like are a bit shocked that you look so fucking good.
Do you know? A girl at school said that to me once. Her name was Nicole, and she had. Oh, honestly, she had a bigger. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, if you were to look at all of my content, you would absolutely think I'm a lesbian. Like at the end of the video I put on earlier, I was like, said something about balls, and I was like, if they're the human ones, I don't like that. No, I don't like those. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like balls. Who does like balls?
Yeah,
balls are awful. But anyway, what was I saying that made me sound like a lesbian then?
Nicole.
Nicole and her beggars. They were so womanly. Anyway, Nicole said she enjoyed not wearing makeup at school because then when you go out it makes an impact. And I really did. I tried to be that girl then, and I just was like, no.
Yeah, no, I think I am that. I like that. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do look this good. I look like this now, but I can look so fucking good, and I like that. And not in a way of like I look so different. I do because I'll have my contact lenses in. I'll have some eyebrow shapage. My hair will be dyed. Like shit can just look different.
Yeah, I think for me, what really, it's actually not about the way I look. Like it's not because once the makeup's on, I never check my face again. I've never carried makeup with me anywhere. I've never looked at my face again and been like, oh, what's my? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's not like I just enjoy the doing it, and then you just happen to look better for a few hours afterwards. And
yeah, I do think it makes you feel good, and I probably would have. Well, I don't know if maybe it would. Let's see. I'll try and do it next week.
If you had a Bernard watch, that's an interesting one. Then go on, put makeup on next week and see if it changes how you feel that you're putting yourself across. Oh, do you know what I mean? I feel more like. Hello, my name's Nehanda. Welcome to the podcast. Let me just grab my.
I don't. I feel like a chaotic, unorganised mum of two who just like is rocking up here.
Like you are that person, and you're maybe okay with that because you are quite organised naturally. Whereas this is all a lie for me. So the fact that I'm on a podcast, maybe I have to. I think I'm having to like put this face on to be able to sit here and be like, "Hi guys, welcome to." Zesty chats with your bestie. Do you know what I mean? To feel imposter syndrome. Now that's a whole other topic to go into. What you like magic board? You love it, you said.
No, I said, why are you back with it?
Oh, just because I was being professional.
Oh, right.
I thought you were acting like you'd never seen it. I was like, you definitely have seen it before.
Yeah, I just wondered.
Sorry, I'm just getting it. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem. Put a clipboard in my hand, and honestly, but anyway, I think the makeup is helping me play like a bit of a role. Like this is. For me, it's professional, I guess, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'm coming into work to do something.
Yeah, but see, that wasn't for me. For work, my professionalism wasn't based on getting up and doing makeup every day. It wasn't. That's what I liked about my job.
Was it? Yeah. Whereas if I ever went into work without makeup on, my background obviously in restaurants, not that it's like, my background in restaurants, but if I ever went to work without makeup on, everyone was like...
Saying that...
You're okay, Nehanda?
Yeah, people used to do that to me because when I went from being like a care assistant working the floors to being the trainer and advanced senior, I would wear makeup sometimes. The best was when you'd fake tan. People were like, oh my God, yeah, yeah, it looks good. What are you going to do? And then they'd start taking the picture. I mean, your hands are bad and whatever, but...
Everything comes up, every update's got a down on it.
Yeah, and you know what? You have to just let people do that, whatever. Yeah, it is.
As much as makeup gives me security, like covers insecurities, it also comes with it the fear of like the person that I fall for. What if they don't like me without makeup on? Because do you know what I mean? It takes you from like in my opinion, it takes you from like a 5 to a 9. You can really rocket yourself. Looks
you can see again. You know what? If the love of my life is here, then it doesn't get worse than this. You know what I mean? So
if you can't love me at my best,
you can't have me at my best.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. But I am not actually that confident. I am very confident in certain areas. But actually, I think I kid myself on. And when it comes to looks, like, I do put makeup on as a mask, like a shield. I can put the role of Nehanda on much easier. I find it much more difficult busking and even, like, turning men down. I remember the first times when I first moved to Birmingham and I first, like, didn't wear makeup out of the house for the first time ever. I must have been, like, 19, 20. I went to Tesco 5 ways in Birmingham, and this man, I must have told you this story, this man like started trying to chat me up in the aisle, and I literally, I did that. I just,
yeah, tell me about this.
I was like, I remember like looking, thinking, is he talking to me? Why is he talking to me? I don't even know how to. Usually I would just be like, look, I'm trying to do my shopping. Do you know what I mean? I'd be all like, about it, like,
yeah,
nobody's got time to be asking for a number in Tesco, like, do you know what I mean? I just feel like walk away from him. I couldn't. I just wanted to just disappear. So like, it definitely is a mask for me. Like, I didn't even have the confidence to tell this man I'm not interested in him with no makeup on. Why not? Like,
and he was probably a good one because he was interested with the no makeup on.
He wasn't a good one. It was. I remember specifically. It was you got digits. Like, remember we're at 5 ways Birmingham. Oh, you saying you got some digits? Yeah. And I'd not long moved there, and I lived like 3 or 4 minutes away. I thought, what if he follows me home? Whereas if I had makeup on, I'd just be like, yeah, if he follows me home, I'll shove him in his neck. Yeah. Apparently, I'm hard with makeup on, but without makeup on, I can't defend myself. So I don't look.
Go. Yeah. No.
I meant to bring this week, but I'm going to bring it next week. My whiteboard.
Oh, right.
We should just like plan out the next however long of, because we've been thinking about the Christmas episode, guys. We've been thinking about the Christmas episode.
We have plans in place.
I am going to do that. So I decided that we need to do like something, and I've said to Sian. Like, Sian is really intelligent, right? Sian is a very clever person. I'm very similar to that. I have moments definitely like this, but they seem to happen more to you, don't they? Anyway, she's really clever. And then sometimes she just says things and you're just like, what? What do you even, what? So anyway, I said to Sian, like, oh, it'll be fun if I do some Christmas trivia. And she said, what's Christmas trivia? Broski.
Like Trivia Pursuit?
No, like trivia about Christmas.
Questions about Christmas.
Questions about Christmas.
Christmas quiz. Do you know what I mean? Why are you having saying Christmas trivia?
Yeah, it's just like
Christmas quiz.
It makes it the sort of thing that someone would say.
No, but you know what? Like, actually, what happened was I said, "Oh, we should do like some games or something," and then she said Christmas trivia. So she could have said the quiz, or do you know what I mean? I didn't understand, just trivia. I didn't know what trivia was. Is what
really?
It was. Trivia. I thought it was like Trivial Pursuit.
But what do you think trivial? Why do you think it means that? Because it's like trivia.
That's why I knew what it was, because it's questions, and I only know about the Disney one. That's the one we used to use. Trivia Pursuit. Is it trivial or trivia? Who knows? It's getting too much. You know what I'm saying?
Trivial Pursuit, which is one of my favourite games.
Yeah. I know. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? It'd be blooming knowledge.
But it's not even that. It's the pie. You get a fucking pie, mate.
Oh, do a little segment of the pie.
Love it. Love that.
Absolutely. I'm in for that.
Do love that.
I'm in.
So what are we? Is it? I don't know how to. Do you know what I mean?
To sign off.
So do I just slide off the screen?
I'm really hungry. I mean, we could talk for hours. This is the problem.
Like, I did think about bringing a banana, and I thought you can't really. I didn't have time to eat the banana before, and I thought you can't eat a banana on a podcast because that's.
What time is it? I've had dinner together. Yeah, no. What's dinner going to be at this point?
What is dinner going to be at this? Oh well, actually, I've got pot pie at home.
Good for you.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm sure I'll just survive on some more toast.
That's all I've had so far today. I know it's not a competition.
Well, I feel like that's been my dinner for a bacon sandwich. That'll.
Yeah.
It needs to be quick at this point. Like, I've got nothing done. I haven't done any painting.
Sean's painting her children's room, and in true Sean fashion, like she doesn't just do things, she just has to make it like a little bit more difficult for herself, like for the right reason. Do you know what I mean? Like it will be worth it in the end. But she's doing blue and pink and like all sorts of things and stuff, and
I don't know why I'm doing it to myself.
You're just one woman. She's just one woman.
Yeah, I'm just one woman. I really am. I am. And you know what? That just is what it is. And it'll be done when it's done.
I know, so stop pressuring yourself, because I can feel
I know though, but I'm like, you know what I mean? I do need to, I need a wee. I need to.
Okay, I'm going to phone you when we get off. Like, that's going to be the style. We just have to, like, I can't say bye to you here properly, even though it's the same, exact same bye.
Right then, guys.
You go to wait and I'll
thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. Go on, you close it because I opened it.
Right, thanks for joining us. At Zesty Chats for your bestie. I'm not very good at signing off.
No, I did think. I literally thought, I wonder if she's going to plug the name, and you did.
Absolutely. I love the name. Zesty Little Lemons.
Zesty Little Lemon, and that as well. Even the graphic.
Sweet and sour.
Everything about me seems really lesbian.
The thing is, you're saying you, and it's not just you. You know, it's me as well. It's us, and it.
We're going to. Do you know what? This is, in fact, I know what next week's topic is. I do want to go into just friendship goals. Just.
I think it's lesbians.
No, well, I'm sure we will dive into that, because we are each other's biggest cock blocks. Like,
I know.
Men look at us and just think, well, they're a lesbian couple, and that's.
They do. And even if you don't know, we'll go to a row and it's not standing there dancing, holding hands.
I know. And the thing is, if a man even came near me at a rave, anywhere like that, Step back. Sir, I'm in a lesbian relationship and I need you to back away.
All right, no, let's leave that.
Okay, go in. We love you so much. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week, next Tuesday. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.